Oh hey, it's Wes. And we have a bit of a problem with the new Godox V100 flash. Okay, problem's a bit of an exaggeration. Misunderstanding, perhaps. You're shopping for a new V100, you're scrolling on Amazon, lots of options available, you click buy, thinking nothing of it. But there has been a subtle change to V100 flashes in North America, but not all of them. Let me introduce you to the V100 and the V100U. What does that U mean? It's very subtle. One of these has a U on them. Let's look at the packaging. We have the packaging for the V100. It says V100 on the bottom, Sony version. You can see a nice V100 on it. That is actually the Canon version. Okay, whatever. Packaging for the V100U. There's a V100 on it. There we go. Oh, Sony version also says Canon, but there's a little U up here. And if you look at the back here, you'll notice it's a little bit more colorful than what you're used to. And lo and behold, one of them has a red ring. Is that just decorative? I'm afraid it's not. When the V1 came out, well, this is the V1 Pro, Godox introduced their magnetic modifiers, the AKR1 system. There are other things that you can attach to it, but let's say you want to attach a diffusion dome to your flash. We take our V100, bada bing, bada boom, magnetically attaches. I was hoping that they would make the magnetic attachment a little stronger this time around, but they didn't. Instead, uh-oh, V100U, this is a plastic ring instead of being ferromagnetic. What is going on here? Don't just leave now because I've told you that. We have solutions at the end. If we scroll through our Amazon listing here, you will see that in the United States, most of these V100s being sold have the red ring of plastic and not the ferromagnetic material. Why is that? Well, Godox has not said specifically, but in some channels it is stated that the U stands for USA version. Now, unfortunately, that is also the version that is being sold in Canada, but why? I suspect it has to do with this. Patent number US 11630375B2 from Profoto. You may have noticed years ago that Profoto sued Godox when they came out with their V1, the original one, because it was too similar, had too many of the same features as their new flash series. Well, it seemed like nothing was going to become of it, but it looks like this year something became of it, and Godox has backed off on one of the key features, the magnetic attaching, which is one of the main features listed in the Profoto patents. Now, I've reached out to Godox and suppliers about this, but haven't heard back, likely because we are in the Lunar New Year right now, and they're all off partying, having a good time, seeing their family. This is kind of the biggest issue that's going on right now. It's more an issue of miscommunication or lack of communication, in that they launched one of their biggest products ever, and then kind of just went on vacation. So that's kind of a shame. Otherwise, there probably would have been clearer messaging on this. But wait, not all is lost. A lot of suppliers on Amazon are shipping this, the V100U, with this RC1 accessory so that you can turn your plastic ring into a magnetic ring. Let's do that right now. So we have a tiny screwdriver and our magnetic ring. Plop that right on here. It should be noted that this package that it came on does not say Godox on it anywhere. This is not necessarily a Godox plan. Perhaps it's just a distributor's plan. I don't know. I don't want to shoulder any extra liability on Godox and say that this is their creation to dodge a patent. I'm going to keep using my magnetic screwdriver here. But thanks for including a screwdriver. Now, I have looked for this adapter plate on AliExpress, on Amazon, but I can't seem to find it. Now, I assume that it's going to become pretty common in the aftermarket channels, like on AliExpress, but unfortunately, it is not yet. So, if you are buying one of these flashes from a seller and you see that it is the U version, check with the seller and see if they're shipping it with this plate. Now, not everybody uses the magnetic accessories. If that's not a big deal for you, then this whole thing is a nothing burger for you. But if you do use the accessories, check with the seller. Or you can head over to the Flashpoint website because apparently Adorama doesn't care about any of this, and the ones that they are selling are just run-of-the-mill global version that is magnetic. The only real concern that I had about this is that the ring on this in the previous V1 and V1 Pro was quite load-bearing. It really held together the whole front of the flash, so if you drop this flash, this ring is what holds it together. But on these new ones, I did a full teardown, and there is a little bit more structural assembly on the side here, another screw point, so that's nice. So if you have the plastic ring, it's not a big deal. I was also concerned that this plastic ring was going to be brittle plastic. It appears to be very strong. Like, it has a lot of twist and bend and malleability to it, so if you drop your flash, this isn't just going to shatter and have your flash fall apart, so that's nice. I was a little bit worried that this was kind of just an afterthought, but this appears to be a really strong piece of plastic. Yeah, that's not going to break very easily at all. What do you think about this? Do you think it's a lawsuit thing? Do you think it's a patenting thing? Do you think maybe North Americans just don't want magnetic accessories? That's probably not the case. I'm still working on my full review. Finished my teardown this morning. Lots more work to do, lots more testing. Already did the overheating test, but subscribe for more. Gonna go super in-depth to see how this compares to the old flashes, whether it holds up, how the heck it's producing 100 watt seconds. So until next time, let's go take some photos.